raining here for a minute, so we're going to take advantage of it. Lesson learned, don't pile your garbage where you got to work. I hired a couple guys to paint and tile. They did a fine job, you know, try to fast track this to done while we're not here. But man, those guys must smoke about 3 packs a day. And they throw every one of their butts in the gravel here. As a former smoker, I'm a big fan. I gotta set this post. It's pouring rain, 70-mile-an-hour winds. They said tomorrow still the wind, but no rain. Right now it's not raining. I'd like to get this post set. I'm gonna mix up some 2-part foam, A and B here. Just dig a shallow little hole, bolt it to the rim joist, and then that thing will set. We could cut them off and everything tomorrow if it's not raining, but at least the part that needs a little time to dry will be done and out of the way. So let's do that. Woo! Anyone that says ring shank nails aren't as good as screws, never had to do this crap with them. Boy. I think we're gonna have to cut that out and do it that way. Let's dig. Funny because you reach a point in your career where you think you're no longer the shovel guy until you're holding the shovel. But you know, 16-inch hole, not gonna put a fella out. Hope not. You have to dig your hole first so you can fit your multi-tool in it to cut the deck. I 100% didn't do that on purpose, but it worked out. Okie dokie, Smokey. Oh, here comes the rain. We better get this post in here now. Leave the tools out here in the rain to get washed off. Let me drop it on your toe. So I'm going to screw this into the rim joist, and I was going to get that 2-part foam. I think I have some in the container, but it is a little cold this time of year, which I don't think is that big a deal. But we have a lot of water, a lot of rain. So I thought if we got a bag of that no mix sackcrete stuff and dumped it in the hole here, let it rain on it, it would soak up all the moisture it needed. Be a nice concrete base for us, and I don't have to worry about the moisture. We'll see. Right now, ooh, boy, I wish I could get this off and get under there, but I just can't. So let's get a paddle bit and go pile for this. All right, super crappy paddle bit. Looks like someone's been mixing tile thinset with it. Take a guess. Oh, we're gonna make this work. I know it. Don't fill the hole back in. Close enough. Wrong bit. BRB again. Whew. All right. That's pretty good right like that. Let's throw another one in. We'll get our concrete, the base. The biggest help to this thing is we're going to build a railing between these 2 sections that'll hold it from going this way. You know, we're gonna cut off about half the length. So that'll help quite a bit. All right, Good deal. So I got this stuff in the shipping container. It's probably close to 3 years old, 2.5 for sure. First trip we did, we had the water lines and the sewer, and I trenched them out from underneath what would be the cabin. And so I found some scraps from a sewer guy I know that are 16-inch PVC. So we trenched under the dirt and popped up where it's gonna go. Built the cabin on top, cut a hole in the floor, slid these massive PVC pipes over the top, because you can't have a water line that comes from underground and then is exposed till it gets up in the cabin, or it'll freeze and burst there. So I put this 16-inch PVC over. This, it's my understanding, is the same or very similar to closed cell spray foam. Just without the sprayer. So when you mix these two together in this tub, 50-50, mix it for 2 minutes, dump it in the hole, it expands. That's what we did around the water pipes, and it just filled up the entire tube to the top, and now we have this, you know, hyper insulated tube. So I got these little HDX tins. I think I'm gonna mix about 48 ounces here, 24 and 24. I believe that's gonna be way too much, but you know, so what? And I don't know, I got a bunch of this stuff left, so let's see how we do. Blend away. It's my $80,000 mixing table. Okay, probably go time here. Leave that to pour out. That'd be a breaker. Alright, well, the outlet I had it on is for the bedroom. It's not code in Kentucky here. Well, it might be code, but there's no permit required, so nobody checks on anything you do. But at home it is. Anything, I guess, bedroom related, you have to have an arc fault breaker. So it's kind of like a GFI, having the whole thing protected by that. They don't make you do it in the kitchen and stuff, because when you start a blender or whatever, it's going to blow a breaker. If you plug your chop saw into the bedroom, it trips the arc fault protection. They're a real pain in the butt. They're super expensive. And you know, if you're like us or here at these cabins, we put a box fan in every bedroom for people to a lot of people like to sleep with a fan. That will blow it. So we'll see how many times someone calls and complains. I had one and threw it in there just because I think I'm going to hate it and wind up pulling it back out. Four, Yahtzee. was gonna go buy a 2x8, and I found this 2x12 laying in the weeds. Jackpot. This side's a little munched up. I'm gonna screw this to the top, chalk a line, rip it, clip the ends, run the router. This one will be done. Comes that rain they were talking about. They were saying today, if I didn't already mention it, torrential downpours, flooding, 70-mile-an-hour winds, tornado warnings, the end of the world. Here I am outside building a railing and it's barely sprinkling. It is, I don't know what time it is, let's call it 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It was pouring this morning when I got up, then nothing. Now, zero wind, humid, warm, I'm a little warm in a sweatshirt. Pretty nice out, so I'm gonna take advantage of it and get this outside stuff done. I have a feeling we're gonna get poured on in a minute. Let's see if we get this cut off first. Oh.